I was recording and not streaming. Okay, so anyway, we're doing Jibaro today, and I've gotten all the textures here set up. And we're going to go ahead and start working on that. So, let's see, downloads. Yep. Extract. Try not to extract all. There we go. So we extract. So we made a folder earlier. If I can even find it. Let's see, documents, tar, tutorials, Jibaro, speed paint, and then here's where I want them. Okay. So we're just gonna drag them all in. Yes. Okay. So those are all in. So the most obvious thing to do is, I'll be honest with you, just and then what we're gonna do is you look here. This is actually, it's going to import them all actually because it's numbered. Give it a second. It's thinking. It might be dying. Who knows? Okay, so that's fine. We'll have the rest of them. And of course, it's importing the rest of them already. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Photoshop. You're so helpful. Just let it come. Okay. Okay, so are you done yet? Come on. Let me start working. So let's pick a gold. I really like this one here, the first one I chose. We're going to start with that as a base. And we're just going to put it everywhere. And then we'll accentuate with everything else. So here, yeah. And then here. And then here. And we're just basically like laying bricks. We're just going to put it everywhere. We'll kind of make the seams a little bit better, but we're not going to worry too much about that because the shading and the elements on top of it will kind of hide some of it, so it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah. Pretty obvious it's tiling, but it won't be when we're done. Okay. Now, what we're kind of going to do is just get rid of some of the layers. As we're going to layer, merge visible here, and then everything's the same layer. And then we have this here, which we're actually going to go image adjustments. I think this is just do normal here. What is this? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we'll do multiply color. There's going to be something that looks better here. I'm not very good at remembering which one's which. It's one of these. I really think it might be one of these, but we need like darker colors. So we're going to go to image adjustments. Let's do use saturation. Where is it? Photoshop? Okay, there you go. We're going to do darkness here. Saturation. And then hit OK. And then image adjustments. Brightness and contrast. We're going to do contrast up like a lot. And then brightness down. Okay. Now let's mess with it. So we do multiply here. No. It's so light, it doesn't do much, does it? Okay, well, change your plans. I'm just gonna go export as PNG, and we're going to export it and then import it into vroid and look at it for a second and see what it looks like, and then move on to the next thing. So let's see. Vroid tutorials, Jibaro speed paint, and we're just going to do new folder, body. I think there's a plugin where I can do this easier, but I like work or something, I don't know. I'm just insane. So we're gonna go ahead and import the body real quick. So it gives her kind of a gold look there already. Let's see if we do this. We move up. Now we can actually do the same thing here. You know, for some reason that looks better than it doesn't. So color burn seems to work okay. So we're going to do the same thing for the face real quick. Nothing too fancy. So just copy, select, box select, copy. And then we're going to go to the face here. And then we're going to go File, Save As. And then we're going to do Avatar, vroid tutorials, Jibaro speed model. And then we're going to make a new folder and call it face. I think I actually, face, okay. Yes. Okay, and then File, Export. Export as PNG. And then we've got Jibaro speed and face. And then we'll just use one. Okay. So we got that. Save as new item. Why not? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do her face now. And her skin is here. We can go ahead and edit texture. And just the same deal. And then move this up. And then we're gonna go, I think we did color burn. Okay. So we've kind of got her somewhat there. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna be using basically kind of like, how should I explain this? It's like the clone stamp tool, so we're going to be making it look better. And then after that, we'll start. How should we do this? Like just healing brush, maybe. What it's kind of going to do is just going to blur it. So going to kind of make it look less repeated, and I'm not too concerned about this being perfect, so we're just gonna click randomly. Thank you. Can you hear me? Okay, we're doing the same thing here. Okay, good. I did a couple of streams where I was completely silent the entire time. I had no idea. I might have to turn myself up. I don't know. Okay. Is that any better? Oh my god, that sounds way too loud now. I'm always either too loud or too soft. I'm losing my hearing, so I don't know. It sounds great to me. Okay, so that's good. I don't know. Ugh. Healing brush, what are you doing? Come on. Alts. I'm making like the Jibaro character from Love, Death, and Robots. I thought it was very pretty, so I thought I'd make it. Have you seen her? She's like this like gold character with all these gems on her. I thought it'd be fun to make her. So right now we're just making like a base color for the skin, and then I've got a bunch of gemstones and other stuff, and we're just gonna put it on her. That I got from a clip art site, basically. Okay, so that's starting to look less like I just copied and pasted something over and over again. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and file export, and I'm pretty sure there is like a plugin to like not export this over and over again, but you know what, I like this one so much better. We're gonna copy and paste that there. Do I even have stream stickers? I don't know what those are. Okay, so we're gonna re-import those. I may have enabled them when I was playing around. Just hit a setting and I just didn't remember I hit it. That's possible. So, that's good. We're going to override here because I don't want to redo that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do the body the same way. And then we're probably going to have to start doing like the shading layer. Which will like... We'll just do the eyes next. Let it all be in the skin. We'll do the skin next then. Okay. So we're going to overwrite this. It's just the first step. It's just adding the gold leaf. I'm using Canva right now. I've really gotten so I like Canva because it's like I just basically get all the textures I want for like fairly decent price, and then I can do other things with it like make thumbnails and stuff really easy. And my computer's not the fastest, so video editing and something that's slightly like less horrible, probably do color burn. So for color burn we probably want to go for like a peachy color here. Okay, you have a good time at work. My work's crazy too. You have a good day, okay? Bye, Pixel Meat. Okay. We're gonna start doing textures here. And basically, this is a lot of makeup stuff. So we're just doing contours. I probably need a reference photo here. Jibaro. Let's get a reference photo so I'm not just doing it blind. Okay, that's what we want. Yeah. We're going to do that. So I think the opacity is a little bit too high. So we're going to lower it a bit. So, yeah, we're just basically contouring right now to change what the face looks like without actually having to change the face geometry. And that's pretty common, you know, technique in makeup or whatever. But you can do it with geometry too. Okay. And then we're going to erase here. And then I think probably the best thing to do here, if I'm honest with you, is like paint the entire thing black and then start from there. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Okay. So we'll start from mid-gray. And then now we paint, probably bring the opacity down a bit. And now we can basically, we can paint. Maybe I should, I'm thinking for a second. I could do another layer here. That's another way I could do it. I could do another layer here and then do the highlights here. That might make it a little bit, so I think it's light in here. Maybe screen. Why can I never remember what these are? I've used them a million times. I can never know exactly what they do. Okay, I think that's it. That looks good. Okay. So we're going to add highlights on this layer, and then maybe we can probably rename this highlights. And then we're going to call this shadows. And then this one's going to be base. Okay. So we're just basically going to sit there and start hopefully making her, and then we're gonna have like another layer is gonna be like details. Okay. Let's do probably eyeliner. Her eyes are gonna have to go. What? I got the blurred blush select. I always do that. Okay, so here I actually want to have the mirror selected just because I do not want to do this more than once. So we're going to basically like put her here and then like blur her a bit. So she's got her like makeup, her, you know, defining eye makeup thing. So I'm going to go back to the shadows and start continuing adding those. The nose is always the hardest part for me to do, if I'm honest. It's the part I spend the most time on, is always the nose. But it's because they have so little geometry and vroid models that you kind of almost have to. So we're going to start here and just, this is going to have to be like a different color soon, but we'll just give it for right now. And then we're going to undershade her skin and do the shading on the other side. I think we are a little bit too dark right now, so we're going to go, yeah, that's better. Okay. So I got that. There we go. It's a start, I guess. So I got that. Add a little bit more darkness. Yeah. Probably a little bit too much. Okay. I kind of feel like maybe there's a better hard light. Oh, that's too much. Vivid light? No. Pen light? That seems familiar. I don't remember what that does. Hard mix? No. Looking for something that looks... will make my shadow, my luminosity. I mean, linear burn, no. Color dodge, no. Linear dodge, no. What was I at first? I think it was lighten. How does not get better? Screen. Nope. Lighter color, was that it? Who knows? Okay. We're just gonna, let's see. It's probably pretty wide anyway, so we're just gonna go ahead and just like, we'll figure it out later. Okay. Okay, so that's good for right now. Right now we're gonna do her, I guess, do we want to separate out the eyebrows? I'm not quite convinced I want to. Noses are always something I have to work on real hard. We might want to actually do like a multiply layer here. So that way, move that down a bit. So what this is going to be, is this going to be like a shading, but also multiply instead? So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then lower the opacity. And then that'll give us a different shadowy look. So we're gonna work on adding some details to her eyes, and then some details to her lips, and then yeah, not completely perfect here. So we're gonna add and you know what, we might want to take this base here and then actually lower the opacity just a bit, and then maybe give her like a base color. See, let's move that down so it's a little bit less abrasive is what I kind of want to say. Let's see, what color? Probably yellow. Let's see, but not like, I don't want to do like in your face yellow, like a yellow that's kind of like, it doesn't almost look, it looks almost not yellow. I think that's right. My computer froze. No! Oh, it's because I have the blend blur tool. No wonder. My computer hates the blur tool, like, so much. Okay. Come on. You can do that. You like drawing. Come on. Is it there? Yeah, okay, I've already gotten it. Okay. It didn't do much, did it? Oh, maybe it did. Okay. So we got our shadow layer, and we're gonna continue working on the shadows a bit. Gonna blur it a bit here. Hey baby, I love you. My dog's nuts. My dog's so nuts. It's insane. Okay. Okay. Give her like, she's got a real fierce look on her, so she's got shark teeth, which I actually is one of the reasons I thought maybe I could do it in here. There we go. And we got that. And we're going to add some nice shadows there. Okay, so we're going to go underneath our chin here. And then we're going to blend that out a bit just because I'm lazy and I'm trying to do this in under, what did I give myself, 2 hours? It may take longer than that, but we'll see how much we can get done in 2 hours. Okay, so let's zoom in back on the nose. Let's see here. Her nose is pretty sharp. We can't do that with geometry because we don't have any, so we're going to have to do it with, yeah, just, why is it purple now? I don't know. Okay, so I have to look at it from several angles and then blur it out. And then here, we want to give her, there's a little light at the top of like a lip. So we're going to give it back to her. Okay, that's doing okay for right now. Come back to her. The only thing I hate about this is they do not have any sort of, trying to remember the words. Don't want to say that. Okay, so I think shadow is probably the best thing. So we're going to export this shadow. Export shadow multiply. Okay, and then we're going to export shadow detail. I don't know if this is highlights. Oh, I misspoke. Highlights. Okay, so now we're going to go back into Photoshop. And we are going to drag those... Where am I? Okay. And then face. And then we're just going to drag those there. Okay, so we just basically have to multiply this one. And then I think this one was lightened. And this is kind of like to give me an idea of where to put the gemstones, etc. Why aren't you going, Photoshop? Am I killing you already? Probably killing Photoshop already. It's already dead. We'll have a ceremony. It'll be beautiful. Come on, Photoshop. You can do this. Come on. Come on. Okay, what is this? Oh, good God. Oh, okay. Now you decide. Okay. On your own schedule. Oh, this was actually, I think this was hard light here. And then we had that, like that, and then this one was overlay probably. It's gonna be easier for me to check it in Photoshop than it was in that looks really good. I like that there. Okay. And then I think I had a layer underneath here that I just basically did like a yellow-y white, and then put it underneath here, and then we're just gonna bump that opacity down just a bit. And now let's get rid of the guide real quick. Oh, let's not get rid of the guide real quick. Okay. So this kind of gives us a guide to work with. And do I still have my reference photos? I might not. Okay. So we're going to add just like a details layer and try to keep everything in the details layer so I don't have to import and export stuff like repeatedly. So yeah. So we're going to go back to the body here. And I've actually imported a bunch of different things I think will work. We're going to use these for the lips because they look like her lips. So Control C there, Control V, and then this is way too big, so we're gonna, and then we're gonna make her lips out of these. Multiply maybe, overlay, hard light, vivid light, nope, color burn maybe, no, linear burn, no, darken, No. I really should learn these. I've been photoshopping for nearly 15 years. I don't remember what these are. I know I can use them, but I don't know what they do. It's mostly me being lazy. Okay. I like that. We're gonna go with that right there. And then, is this raster here? Okay, so there's something called raster. I don't think it is. Why is it not erasing then? Maybe there's something selected. Select all? No. Maybe it is. I'm just imagining it. Okay, so let's do normal here, and then, oh, my brush is at 11 opacity. That would explain it. Okay, so I went back to overlay, I think is what I chose. Okay. Oh, it's 11. I thought I got it. Oh, I can't use mouse today. So we're gonna go ahead and just give her some lips there. Oh God, I love my cat. Okay. Now let's see. I think I saw her eyebrows were like this very pretty iridescent shade, and I saw them and I thought to myself, you know what that looks like? That looks like a butterfly's wing. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use a butterfly wing here. So if I can get this to work, that looks like an eyebrow shape to me. We're going to go ahead and just select that bit. And it's actually, it's not raster. What's the other one? It's a vector. I don't actually do graphic design anymore, the job, so I don't know. Edit, copy merged. Edit paste. It might just be like, it's going to tell me the scratch disk are full in a second or something like that. Okay, so that's going to be her eyebrows. We may actually not put the eyebrows on here, but we're going to take those and then shape those a bit to make them eyebrows. Okay. And then we're going to duplicate that. Yeah. And then Control T, and we're going to flip it. Okay. So we've got the lips, we've got that. I want to see like a really close-up version of her face is what I'm looking for here. That's not blurry. Because that's what I want. I want something that's really close up but not blurry. I don't want to do her hair. Maybe I want to do her hair here. I might want to. Okay, so there's a red line down her nose. And then, I guess we can do her hair in this texture here. Let's, we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. So we're going to save this new item here. I think I did that already. Did I? Oh, I might have two items. I'm gonna have to clean up my vroid soon because I have so many textures that it's getting insane. Okay. So I've kind of got her. We're gonna start with the hairstyle here, and then like base hair, we're gonna get rid of it because she's not really gonna have hair. She's gonna be like textured hair. So we're gonna start. Well, she is going to have hair, but it's not going to be hair. Am I making any sense? Let's rename this hair. There we go. So, and honestly, I hate her eyes. We're going to redo her eyes in a second. So, got the black. Let's see, where is her hair lying? So it's like right here. So we're going to very quickly block in the hair real quick. There we go. I think her hair goes down further than that, doesn't it? I think it goes down like, it goes maybe a little bit over this way and then it goes down. Next we're gonna have to build her hat, I guess. I don't want to build her hat, but we're gonna have to. Okay. Okay. So here, we probably want to add some highlights here. I'll rename this layer. I'm really bad at this usually. I'm trying to be good today. I'm really bad at naming the layers. I'm just like, well, whatever. I can figure it out. And then I get lost. And I spend most of my time figuring out where the hell I am. Okay, so we're just going to give her some shine, but not think about it too hard. So we're going to give her a line there and then just like blur it. And then we'll add some strands afterwards. And, you know, just for the, and that kind of makes it look like she has hair, even though she doesn't. Okay, so that's, you know, we're going to cover the rest of her hair in black, I think. I don't think I can, though, can I? No, I don't think I can, because it ends there. Do I want to do her ears? I don't want to do her ears, if I'm honest. I'm really bad at ears, but I think we can probably do it. Let's go ahead and start with the shadows, I guess. And then we're just gonna blur in the shadows here. Do I have this? I don't have it. Okay, so you want to make sure it's mirrored, because I do not want to do this twice. And then we're going to do the multiply layer, and then add a bit more of that. And then we're going to kind of do the back of her ear, because I don't know, because I want to. Okay, so we're going to shade this, like blur it a bit, and then I kind of want to erase a little bit, just to make it like easier to see. So we're gonna, okay, that's about right. And then give her another layer of ear right there. And then we're going to basically, okay. Let's see here. I kind of want to do some erasing of the shadows here to make it carved out a little bit better. So we're gonna shape her nose a little bit. What do you call it? Contouring? You know, makeup contour. And then we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of shadow here where her nose would be, and then a little bit there, and blend them out together. It's annoying to do like 2 layers of shadow, but I think it's kind of necessary in this case because with gold you kind of have some problems like keeping stuff looking good. So I think that's right. Okay. I think we can go to her face right now, and then I want to add like some actual highlights here. So like her nose, and then like her outer nose, and then like her upper part of her lip. I'm trying to make her too beautiful, I think, because she's kind of supposed to be a monster. That's a problem. Oh well. As long as I like her, so we're gonna keep on going with that. So we're going to do some shadows here real quick. And then we're going to fix the shadows here. And then maybe like, I think right here, we're going to have to add some shadow underneath their hair so it looks more three-dimensional. So we're going to start with the multiply layer here. And we're going to give her like some shadows. I'm on the fence. Okay. Yeah, that's gray still. Okay. Let's add some extreme highlights. Okay, so there we go. Now the base might have to go a little bit lighter, I think. Okay, and then we're going to take let's see. Let's do this. And then we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to export this as lips and eyebrows. So we're going to go ahead and file, export. And this is lips. And this is file, export. This is going to be eyebrows. What am I doing? Cancel. File, export. Eyebrows. Okay. Okay, so we have our eyebrows here. And we're going to import them. I think this will work. It might not work. Maybe we should go back to, let's see here. So let's export this. Eyebrows. Eyebrow God. Okay. So we're going to go back to Photoshop. And we're going to file, open. And we're going to go to eyebrow guide. I'm going to take our eyebrows here, file, edit, copy. Oh, come on. Edit, copy, merged. Edit, paste. And it doesn't look quite right, does it? I think it's got to be bigger. I might be wrong about that, but we'll try. Like about, maybe that's a little too big. That looks right to me for some reason. Okay. So, I like them, but I kind of feel like the edges are too sharp, so I'm going to go to File, I can't talk. Filter, and then we're going to do Gaussian blur real quick, and then we're not going to do like that crazy amount. We're just going to do like a wee bit around the edges here so it doesn't look so... I took some butterfly wings and copy and pasted them. Then around the edges, I'm kind of going to take a low opacity, or like, that is a healing brush. Why am I selecting that? Okay, so we're going to take a very soft, that's a healing brush again. It must have like history brush. Photoshop, why are you changing the interface? You're as bad as Microsoft. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to shade these a bit. Make them prettier. And let's obviously paste it from a butterfly. Okay, so we got that. We're going to go ahead and I think I'm going to duplicate these. Multiply? Or is it? I think it looks fine the way it is, probably. So we're gonna go ahead and file, export as. I don't know, new folder. We're gonna do eyebrows. Or like face details. So we're gonna do eyebrows. I'm probably being too careful now. This is getting a little ridiculous, isn't it? Okay. So we're gonna open that and then we're gonna go to eyebrows. Eyebrows. And she's got some eyebrows. And then we're gonna go to mouth. I think this is it. No. Cheeks. No. Mouth inside. I actually do want to touch this real quick because they're actually. This is pretty easy. We're just gonna. Yeah. It's all gonna be black. So her entire mouth is black, and then she's got like sharp teeth. So we're gonna leave. She's actually got diamond teeth. I'll see if I can do those. I don't know if I can. We'll see. If I can get my Photoshop to behave, that would be awesome. It's frozen, as is tradition. Oh, where's my? Do I have Diet Cokes? I'm actually addicted to Diet Cokes, but due to the prices rising so much, I can't buy them often. So when I buy them, I better buy them all. I better drink them all, or I'll be pissed at myself. So I have a half empty one right here. Let's drink that real quick. Okay, so her inner mouth is now black. That's good. Mouth. That's not the mouth though. Maybe it is. Okay, so let's face, and then we have a lips. Okay. So now she has her lips, and she has that. Now we can do face paint here, which actually might be a good idea. Eyeliner too, which the eyeliner is weird, man. It's just weird. It looks weird. It never looks right. So, yeah. That's my dog destroying my house. Yes. Hazardous tradition. Yes. Harmy, you okay? Did you hurt yourself? I don't think she did. Did you hurt yourself? She's coming to me for like sympathy. Did you just mess up again? I actually bought like a maternity pillow because I've been having back problems lately. And my dog liked it so much that it ended up my dog pillow. So I put it in her crate, and she loves it. Did you have fun, Harmy? Okay, what am I doing now? We got, oh, let's do the eyes real quick. These are not good eyes. We might just want to go black, just to save time. That's not right. I think this is on the mouth. Let's see here. Harmy. Okay, so we got that gone. So we're going to do mouth inside, mouth outside, mouth cheeks. What was I doing? I forgot. Oh yeah, I was fixing the irises. Okay, here we go. This is still like there, so no, that's the wrong way. Now the way this works is anything gray, you can choose the color, but we're not going to do that. We're going to give her just straight black eyes. Well, maybe we'll give her like a little bit of a highlight. We'll keep that highlight there. That looks somewhat decent. And then maybe go for like a little bit of a darker color here. Like a darker and richer color. I think that look okay. And then The scleratus, I don't know what's going on with that. That's not dark enough to me. So we're just gonna duplicate this, and then the second one's gonna be multiply, and then that'll give her a little bit more dark color. Okay, let's go back to the lips real quick. So we've got our lips, or at least, you know, a facsimile of lips. We're going to add rename shadows. Just basically like we do all the time. We do shadows, and then we do the thingy, and then we do the other thingy. And then, you know, they look shiny. So, very, very articulate tonight. See, we're going to do color burn first, like I did with the gold skin. I think that'll look nice. If I can get it to work. I'm still in blur, no wonder. Okay. So, we're going to go much smaller than that. And we might want to do a soft brush instead of a hard brush there. So, yeah. And then we're going to do another one, and then light. And then we're going to smudge real quick. It's probably too strong. For blur, the actual... Okay. Now I've got to figure out which one of these is to use. Lighten is probably the one I would say probably will work. Screen. Usually I like screen to me, or color overlay works really well though. Soft light? No. Color overlay maybe. That might be it. Screen. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay. We'll do screen. We're going to go back to skin real quick because if you notice, some of the shadows here are actually messing up. No, maybe we should go back to the mouth real quick. Okay. I have ADHD, can you tell? So, the lips look okay, but, well, somewhat okay. But I feel like the edges are too sharp, so what we're going to do is we're going to, very carefully blur them with the edge. So here, we're going to blur them a bit. Pass these down, okay. And then make her lips have a better cupid's bow. It looks so bad, and then it looks good later on, usually. It's that transition period. Where is this shadow here that I don't like? You see that? Like the lip thing that I don't like at all. Is it on the lips itself? Maybe it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, why am I over there then? Okay. So... wrong one. Okay. 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 That's taking me forever. Okay. Fine. Save as new items. Okay. I was actually supposed to make a cat game today. Okay. Let's work a little bit on making her less anime and more horror. Okay. Okay, I think that looks right. Her iris size should probably be a little bit smaller. Her chin's what's bothering me the most, and her lips. I always forget what all these mean. So I have to look at them every single time and go, I don't remember what that does. Okay, so... Okay. Mouth width, which is what I want, yeah. Okay, and then I want her jaw for sure. No. They want... There's actually shark teeth in here. Where are they? Shark teeth. And then we can go to the expression editor and... Yeah. That looks right. And I'll have to come back and fix the textures because they don't move right, actually. The unwrapping in this program's not the best, I would say. Especially on the eyes. The eyes are horrible. But I'm just too lazy to fix it. Okay. But that looks about like what she looks like in the show. Okay. Or at least it's starting to. Let's go ahead and do like, what's it called? Face paint here. So we can add some textures onto this. There's actually like a texture brush here that I'm going to try to use. We'll see. Let me look at her face again. Where is she? Okay. So that's a thing. Okay. So here's a pretty good picture of her. Okay. So we've got this bit here, which we're going to basically, and then she's got like this blue and red thing here, which we're going to tone down just a bit here. Her expressions make me creeped out. Is that weird? Yeah, probably. Okay. I can't figure it out with the expression, so we're just gonna wing it, I'd say, here. And that's a little bit too big. And then honestly, I'd say the blue is probably closer to this. Did anybody else have to like do the color swatch thing? I don't know, like if I was the only person. But when I was in Design 2, which was like a class I took, you were required for like a test to... Oh, these are way too big. See if I can shape them down a bit. See? There we go. She has some more face paint. I'm gonna look for a second. We're gonna have to save up this new item. We're gonna have to like change the expression because I can't take that. That's starting to look somewhat like something. Let's fix her chin because her chin's bothering me. She does not have a chin that looks like that. High teeth, blah, 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 blah. Ear size. I kind of want to make her ears slightly bigger. Rounder ears, maybe. Jaw position. There we go. So she has, like, jawline position. So, chin length. We want to make her chin width. So that's starting to look. Jaw angle. Making this program do characters that you know, aren't animes hard? I want to go back to the nose. I want to mess with the nose some more. I always mess with the nose because the nose is the hardest part. But that already looks better. Alright, I want this monstrosity to go away. Yeah, let's make her eyebrows slightly bigger. That looks good. Width, nose tip position, nose size, nose, no, no, honestly, no. Why can't you just be normal? Just that, no. No. Like, look. No. Just no. Mouth corners, maybe. Look at that poor nose. It might be the best I can do for right now, though. So, let's mess with her skin some more, especially, well, let's be more specific. Let's mess with her nose some more in the contours, because I can't mess with it anymore in the geometry. So, we're gonna have to make do. So we're gonna mess with the nose a little bit more here. See here, let's do some multiply real quick. Yeah, I can't. Oh, I forgot to turn on the multiply. Oh no. No, it's kind of necessary. So, yeah. I'm just blurring. Okay, that's too much there. So, because we cannot change the nose much more, we have to fake it with the shading. Okay. You probably should add some cheekbones here. Probably. Maybe somewhat. Hi, baby. So that's what we're going to do to kind of give her a more sunken look. Because we can't do it with geometry, so we have to do it with shading. Okay. Nose is still bothering me. Oh my god. Okay. I think, like, here maybe give her that, and then blur. And then the highlights here, I think that I put it in the highlight of the hair. Let's see here. I'm gonna add some nice shading there. And then add some more white there. And then erase a little bit. No, I might erase too much. My scratch sticks are going to be full again in a second, and everything's going to start complaining at me. I don't think I can zoom in any further. Oh, good God, that nose. It looks okay from the front, but then you go, and you're like, oh, crap. Okay. We're going to override that, because I don't want to have like a million skins that I don't use. Let's see. Let's go back to the nose. Oh, I have to go back to the face sets here. Like, it's not gonna be. I wonder. Okay. These are all the nose settings. That's better. Okay, so what does masculine nose look like? Nope. Nope. Oh, thank you! I'm hating the nose. I always fight with noses. Yeah, I hate it. For some reason, they're just, they always make the nose, they're like, oh, we want cute, and it doesn't look natural from most angles. Eh. If I don't, it's not the end of the world, so I'm not that upset about it. That's probably a little too dark right there for it. I want to go back and add a little bit more darkness here. Then I kind of want to move on to the hat. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, I like doing textures, which makes this program, you know, nice for me. So that way I don't have to do like the entire modeling process. I just get to do the textures and the fun part, which is why I like it. But they do not add all the features I would like. That looks okay from the front. We're gonna go with that. I kind of want to do the hat maybe next, I think, or we're gonna try for it. So, like that. That's a better picture there. I like that. And then we can do some jewelry and stuff. And that's what I want to do. I want to do jewelry. Because that sounds like freaking fun. So, or do I want to do the body? No, I'm already nearly finished with the head. Let's see if we can finish the head. Okay, we're going to do the hairstyle then. What do I want to do this as? I think I kind of want to do this as extra because it's a hat. And for some reason I always do hats as extras. So we're going to edit hairstyle and we're going to try to make a hat. That's going to be a wee bit difficult. So we're going to take this and go up and rotate it. And we're basically going to get like the general shape of the hat, and then we can start. You always want to turn on the mirror, because otherwise you're doing it twice, and I don't want to do this stuff twice. So, let's see, right about there. And then maybe rotate a bit more. Okay. I think it's a little off center. Okay. So we're gonna draw a hair, and then we're gonna actually texture the hair, and then we're gonna draw a hair, and then texture the hair, and that's gonna be how we're gonna do the hair. So for this kind of thing, you want to do the straight hairs because it gives you more room to do texturing. Do I want to do it with one hair or two hairs? I forgot to turn off the thing. Let's undo that real quick. We're just basically going to draw from one end to the other. And then that'll be the basis real quick. So we're going to go into materials here and edit the texture. And also we're going to turn the shader off because we don't want any shading at all. Let's do the hat. So I'll do a new folder. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good about, I'm trying to be good about not naming things. I'm always bad at it though, so my good is probably not that great. So we got hat. We got first layer, maybe, just call it that. Okay. So we're gonna go into Photoshop. Then we go to hat. And we don't have to do much here. This is just like, so I've got all my textures here that I can play around with. Let's see what the first like layer looks like. So probably should get some pearls, it looks like. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is 3D animated, isn't it? Okay. So this is what we used for the thing. Let's use a different gold. I have a bunch of gold somewhere. Well, these were, I'm being okay with this one for right now because this is basically, how do you say? I was thinking about using that has like bases for it and show like, but I got lazy and just painted it on. I'm trying to find like a gold I like. I don't want to use the same gold I used for the body. That's too gold though. Let's go with this one. We'll go with that one. Okay. Okay, so copy merged, and then Control T, and then we're going to flip 9 degrees clockwise. And you know what? Let's go ahead and image. Let's do 90. Because the headband's going to be sideways like this, let's go ahead and do it this way because it'll make me easier to figure out what I'm doing. It looks different from image to image, doesn't it? To me anyway. Maybe I'm just imagining it. We're just going to add decorations then. That'll be pretty. There was like a pretty red thing I had that I thought was kind of pretty. But that may not be what I'm going for. Okay. I like this here. Okay. But I don't want it to be blue. So we're going to make it red real quick. So we're going to colorize it and then make it red. If I can make it red. Okay. So now I got the texture I want, but it's red color. And I do not want it locked. And this thing is a little bit finicky with stuff because some of it doesn't look right. So, like, it stretches funny is the best way to say it. I can say it. I had a coin. Where's my coin? It's here somewhere. Hello, airplane. I know I have coins. I'm not crazy. That's it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So here, I'm going to go ahead and rasterize layer, which is going to make it easier for me to edit with the AI tools. You know what? That might be clean enough for me to not use AI tools. Let's do that because I don't want to. My computer can't handle it. So we've got a coin here and we're going to copy it. And then we're going to paste it everywhere. make it super small. Probably should have, let me do that real quick. Let's make sure this is maintaining height and width real quick. Okay, so okay, there we go. We're gonna check what this looks like in a second. It may, the stretching of textures may make it look like crap, and I want to know like what's gonna look like crap. And then maybe I can adjust a little bit. Okay. And I do not like having so many layers, so layer merge visible real quick. And then we're gonna go file, export. This is gonna be the hat. We're gonna first layer one. Okay. File management is not my strong suit. Okay. Oh, that's sideways. Shoot. Image clockwise? That's fine. Save. Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and that's gonna... Nope. Okay. So, I got the hair. Hair looks weird. We're gonna try to fix the hair. Oh, it's not hair, is it? It's, I'm having brain fart issues. Okay. Okay, so we're still in text. Okay, so we go into our hair here. And it's fluffy. We want it, highlight position width. Okay. So these things here basically like, I mean, I don't hate that. It's not exactly what I wanted. I think what I want here is, this. Yes. Edit, copy merge, edit, paste. And then, what should I say here? I want some like blue beads here. I'm seeing some blue beads on her real quick. So we're gonna add some blue beads there. I could sit there and individually paste them, but I'm getting lazy. So we're just going to find a nice blue here. And then find a nice brush. And then very quickly. Just to kind of get the feel of it without actually me having to sit there and painstakingly paint a bunch of, not paint, that's not good. Paint a bunch of beads on here because I'm not doing that. I'm just not going to do that today. Nope. Okay. I kind of feel like what it needs is a gradient here. So we're going to do this kind of gradient and let's do a white and a gray. And then, yeah, it's backwards. Okay. And then we're going to multiply that. And then like I said here before, the textures are a little bit finicky, so we're going to do edit, copy merge, edit, paste. And then we're going to control T that. And but still. So we're going to half that size. And then I'm just going to keep that there to give me some wiggle room. Okay, so file, export has PNG, and we're just going to save over here. Yes. Okay. So we have to edit texture here. And reload it. I'll have to delete this first. And then reload it. And then I have to fix it again. Okay. Offset. See that? Okay. Width. Is this still too big? Might be. Yeah, it looks like it's still way too big. Like it's texture stretchings is an issue. Like that's looks really weird, but that's probably right. Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna save it again. And then okay, edit texture. Delete this one. And then add first layer. And that looks about like I was kind of picturing, maybe. Okay. But that's going to be the process. I'm going to do that over and over again. Let's see, width here. Offset. Width. Offset. Okay. There's our first band. Okay. Now she's got a bunch of round things, which I can do. Probably not a good idea for me to do, but I can do. We're going to duplicate this real quick. And we're going to take this and we are going to actually change the position here. Oh, that's the wrong one. So that'll kind of basically make that a little bit less. Okay. Then we're going to take this bit and we'll position it here. Oh, I haven't turned on the. Oh, I'm bad. I haven't turned on this thing. I don't want to do it twice. No. Please no. Okay. So, what did I do? I did something here. It didn't like me. Oh, I'm trying to be your friend. Vroid, you don't want to be mine? I'm sorry. Okay. So, we got our second layer here. Let's be a little lazy. And we're just gonna take this here and we're going to add some other decorations on top so we don't have to sit there and do every single one. So we're gonna add another layer here and we'll do some silver doohickeys. That's a technical term. Let's do in white. Okay. I think that I remember there was like a filter thing I could do here. I've been trying to get back into Photoshop because I'm getting really tired of programming. So, okay. And yeah, that's crap. Let's see here. It'll probably look okay in the design because it's so squished. In fact, let's make it super small here. Let's add like a layer of blue or something. So what I can do is I can sit there and mess around with it and it's just gonna add different effects. So I don't have to do this over and over again. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Let's add, what else should we add? Let's add a blue layer, because I really do like this texture here. It looks like paint to me, and a lot of her textures for some reason look like paint. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll add that. Control V? No, Control T. And then rotate 90 degrees clockwise. And turn this off. Oh, come on. Okay. And then what we can do is just basically like erase some. And it kind of gives it like details. And then I can just basically like move the texture a bit and it'll add more detail without me actually having to add more textures to my already overloaded machine. Maybe like a white layer somewhere. Like here. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and file export. Okay. So what that basically does is it means I can just manipulate that one texture and get different effects. And it'll look pretty. So we can get out of here and then select this one. And then we can offset it here. Look, totally new texture. So we can just basically duplicate it again and do it again. What does the back of her head look like? Couldn't actually see it. I never saw what her back of her head looked like. We'll fake it. Wait, I don't know. What did her back of her head look like? I was too busy, I don't know, daydreaming or something. I think what we can do here is take that off and then whoop. And then this, I feel like it should be less, it should be starting to go down. And then we'll have to add the balls. So that'll be more interesting. I can add those, but I'm worried it's going to hurt my computer. It'll be fine. It'll live. Okay. My cat's more deadly than this is. Okay, let's actually add, I kind of want to do her body, at least a little bit. That's going to take so long, though. I'm so long with the bodies. You know, it looks great from the front. We're going to go move on to something else, just so I can satisfy my ADHD brain, because that's what it's screaming at me right now. We're going to go ahead and add the multiply, basically the same layers we did with the face. So we're going to add, rename, this is shadows, and we're going to add another one, rename, being so good today, multiply, look, I named it. There's only two things hard in programming, null pointer exceptions and naming. And then highlights. Harmony, you just ate, honey. What do you want? Dog's whining again. I don't know what she wants from me. Okay. Took her on a nice walk before this, but that's usually never enough. Poor thing. She's getting so old. She actually, like, we go on walks and then she forgets we went on a walk. That's the strangest thing. So we go on walks and then, like, 5 seconds after we're on a walk, she's like, are we going on a walk again? I'm like, we just went, Harmony. It's so sad to get old, I guess. I'm really scared to do this on Twitch, so we're going to be very careful around that area, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's basically it. Like, I take her on a walk, and then, like, the second she gets back, she's like, are we going on a walk? I'm like, Harmony. She's getting dementia. And she's having problems hearing, like me, like I am. I'm having a problem hearing, too. So we're just too... We're peas in a pod. Okay. This gold texture hides so many faults. It's great. I love it. So, yeah. This is not what I want. I want this to be black. That's the back of her hair. You know what? We actually might be able to add some hair here in the back, and that can be the back. Because I don't actually know what the back of her head looks like. And I don't see any reference photos. Okay. So, this golden texture hides all faults, which is actually why I wanted to do it. You know, her having these shoes is driving me crazy, so we're going to take them off real quick. Oh, yeah. I have a greyhound, so they are known for being very sleepy, being very fast, and very loud farts. Very, very large farts. I mean, it's intense. It is intense. They are. Like, I have a twin bed, and I still sleep with my dog every single night. It's the best feeling ever. Like, we're just cuddled up. I have, like, my cat on my chest and my dog at my feet, and it's the best. Although, I have gotten her own, like, crate, and she's allowed to go in there if she wants to. And sometimes, it's just too much. So, she's got her own room now. And then I put, like, a pregnancy pillow in there. So my dog curled up in the pregnancy pillow. Yeah, she likes it. She actually stole it from me because not pregnant, but I had some back issues, and I thought a pregnancy pillow might help. So, but my dog liked it more than I did, so it ended up with my dog. So, whatever. I love her anyway. What was I doing? I was taking off the shoes. That's what I was doing. Because they don't look right. I'm wondering if I should even bother with the seams on the back. You know what? It looks... You're not going to see it anyway. Yeah. So... we're going to do some of this just by feel here, because I know where this stuff goes. Like I haven't done this a million times. Okay. That's not there. And then probably it'll look good with this bit here. And then shading for lazy people. Just blur it, that'll work fine. Okay. Yes. God, it's so shiny. It's almost like scary that's so shiny. Let's see here. My apartment complex is it's either got other people moving in or moving out, and I don't know if I want to stay here next year, if I'm honest. Because they keep on raising the rents, and like at a certain point, I'm like, wow, I can't do it anymore. So okay. There we go. What time is it? It's 11:30. I think the stream's supposed to stop at 11:30. I might do it again tomorrow. Technically, I've got some work that I should probably be doing, but I work from 9 to like 8. I have to have some fun in my life. Okay. Hey. Okay. Let's see here. I kind of want to just... knees. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, my phone might be making a decision for me. I think we'll probably go about 30 minutes, and then probably start again tomorrow. Because I'm actually enjoying this. It looks pretty good, comparatively. And the gold texture hides so many faults. I love it. Yeah, I'm actually loving this so much. The gold texture, I love it so much. Her, I mean, I'm okay with her, but the gold texture, man. Ah. Wish more characters had something like this. And actually, I kind of would like to do, like, see if I can get her to dance, maybe. That'd be fun. I'll have to spend more time on it than I was expecting, though, then. Okay. May want that to be, like, less... Why is it pink now? Okay. So, yeah, okay. Okay. My computer starts slowing down every time I use the blur tool, which makes me not want to use it. Okay. Yep. Okay. My audio is still okay. I'm always so worried about that. Okay. Now we're gonna add, I guess, feet are not my strong suit. If I'm honest. I can't ignore that bit. That's too glaring there. So, I don't know. If I was in Blender, I could fix that easy, but it's not so easy in vroid. I'm just going to shade it real good. Okay. Probably need, not horribly great at ankles. Or or feet in general. So, but you know, that gold texture, man, it hides everything. Ah, that is really satisfying. Yeah, it hides everything. It's great. Okay. I kind of want to make the multiply here like a slight beigey color to make it blend in better. That does work there. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit of shadows in the back because that looks good. And then I don't know. I think his highlights a little bit too high here. So we're gonna erase it and redo it, I guess. Let's see. Shadow, we're gonna do it here instead. Oh, what am I doing? Here instead. And then we do some shiny shadows and then like a little bit of highlight. And then we're gonna go light, wasn't it? I think that's right. Let's go ahead and lower that a bit so it just is a hint and it's not as intense as it was. And then here, and then to hide some like faults, we're just gonna blur it real quick. Okay, let's see what I want to do next. Will my computer handle what's next? I want to add some gemstones to her. Ow. So, I don't think we even really need to worry about. So, let's do body guide here. And then get rid of all this. Show this. And then we're going to add gemstones before we show the actual body shading, because I don't want to do that if I don't have the gemstones on there. So, from what I can see here, I can just go hog wild. If I can ever find the ones I wanted. Okay. So we'll make a bra out of this. Oh, come on. We're going to rasterize the layer. Okay. Yeah. Select, deselect, and then we're going to go boop. And then actually I want to make it like smaller here. And then we're gonna erase real quick. And actually this works better here if that's there. So it looks like, no, let's not do that. If I can erase this way, right here. So we're gonna add the bra bit. Then we're gonna duplicate it and Control T that. Come on, Control T. You can do it. The horizontal, and then, you know, we got two bras. And then she's kind of got almost like a shinier, less skin-like gold, I would say, here. I definitely want that in a second. I can never find what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, so we have USB model, blah 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 blah. I thought I had maybe I didn't download it. I might not have downloaded it. Okay. We're going back to Canva real quick. Here we are. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. No, go away. Go away. Untitled design, this is it. Okay. So we're looking for a gold texture here. Elements. We're looking for photos. Right up in here. Okay. So we're looking for is kind of like almost, I don't want to say like fakey gold, but a fakey gold. This looks about like what I want. Maybe this one for a little bit more texture. No, I like this one here. We'll go for this one. Come on. You go away. Okay. This is like a vision board, I guess is what you would call it. Okay, so this is 18th. So we're gonna download. And only page 18. Transparent background and download. Okay. I got it. So now I can just, and that greatly saves me time. What am I looking for? I'm looking to de-rasterize it. Is it still rasterized? Oh no, I'm looking to rasterize it. I always get those. Why do I always get those terms confused? Okay. So what we want to do is we want to put this to her armpits, and then I'm basically giving her a bathing suit is what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. So we're going to erase everything that's not the bathing suit. Oh, first we have to kind of do this. We have to duplicate this. Okay. Duplicate layer. Okay. And then Control T. And then flip horizontal. Okay. And then duplicate again. Okay. And then Control T and flip horizontal. Let's see. Fit the screen. Now that's basically like her bathing suit, I guess. We want to make it look so it blends better. The less seams I can have, the better. Maybe I should Control T that again. Flip horizontal. Does that look better? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So let's do layer merge visible. And then I'm feeling lazy, so we're going to go ahead and just have multiply there. And we're going to give her basically like, how would you say? Bathing suit. We're going to erase everything that's not what we want. I think there's some on our arms too. I'll put it there. So she's got a golden maid suit now. Okay. That's probably all I'm going to follow from the actual design. So, yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna put gems everywhere. There actually is something called object selection tool, which I really like. I'll show that real quick. So what this does is I take this and I go, and then my computer dies. That's the entirety of it. My computer dies right after that. Okay. Where did I put it? Probably should rasterize that first. Oh, that's what I wanted. Yes. Okay. But you know what? Actually, like, if I just did magic wand tool, might actually do better. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go hog wild with the gems. They're gonna be everywhere, because that's what I want. I want shiny. What? The AI stuff or the gems? Because I want the gems, man. I am excited. They're gonna go everywhere. Yeah. Maybe I should name this so I know where I am, because I don't know where I am. Gems. There we go. So. Yeah, I like the AI. Photoshop has some tools in it now that, well, it's always had tools. Actually, Photoshop, Adobe's kind of, how do you say, not nice people. That's what I will say. They are not nice people. But their tool's really great. So, what are you gonna do? I can use GIMP, but I'm faster with Photoshop, and I hate that, but I can't help it. We're gonna hide gems for a second, and we're gonna check it on our body real quick. Oh yeah, I heard about Clips Paint Studio. Aren't they doing like the same thing Photoshop's doing now? So they have like a subscription. I do like Clip Paint Studio a lot for certain things. I like GIMP, but Photoshop has some really great warping tools that work really well for 3D editing. What? Clip Studio Paint? Did it get that bad? I actually had like the first version of that. It wasn't even called Clip Studio Paint. It was called Mango Studio. And I won it in a contest. It's been a while. Okay, so this is like details. Okay. I think we're safe to hide the skin maybe now. Really? What happens if you lose internet? Or you don't have internet? Because I hate to admit it, but my internet goes down here all the time. Companies are making stuff worse and then charging more, and everybody's complaining, and I don't know what's gonna stop it, because like everybody's like, yeah, everything's worse now, and I get paid worse, and the companies still, don't care. They get our money anyway. I'm worried about this, but I think we'll be okay. Eh. see, body hair. Yeah, I'll put her top back on. Until it's obvious. That makes it infinitely more hard to texture. Yeah, I like GIMP. I'm pretty good with Blender. Honestly, like, Blender's my favorite program in the face of the planet, and I love it so much. It's kind of ridiculous. And then they upgraded my Blender to try to make it more... Basically, they upgraded Blender to try to make it more in competition with Maya, which pissed me off. But as long as I have my shortcut keys, I don't care. Like, do not get rid of my Blender shortcut keys. They make too much sense. Without the shortcut keys, I'm useless in Blender. That's horrible. It's just horrible. I think I had some bees I could probably add. Oh, that's a little weird, but I bet I could add that. Let's see. Probably getting about time for me to get off stream anyway, because I have a lot of stuff to do at work, and my phone's about dead. Which is why I'm using tracking, so... Because it makes me able to, like, be more comfortable. I've used Blender for 10 years. I've never had a problem with it, but it's been 10 years. So I remember not the version before, but the version before the version before, where it was actually really cool in the beginning. There was a lot of customization you could do. So they took all that way. People were pissed. And now they've all decided that they want to go after the Maya market, which honestly I understand. I understand that completely. Because how much is Maya? It's ridiculously expensive. So if you can get, and the only reason, like, the way Maya and Autodesk, I don't know if you know what Autodesk is, it's the one that owns 3ds Max. The way they get a hold on the industry is they go and they give free copies to all the schools that teach 3D animation, right? So the schools teach from the Maya and from the 3ds Max. So then the industry wants to use what the students are learning. Then it's like a feedback loop. Because the schools teach 3ds Max and Maya, because they get free versions, then the industry only uses those. Except I think Pixar and Disney actually uses their own version, which is like super specialized. But for the most part, most companies use like 3ds Max, and just because the free versions are given to the schools, and so then they're kind of incentivized to use what the, you know, students are taught. So it's just a feedback loop. Blender, I love Blender. It's ridiculous. It gets scary sometimes. I'm like, oh, I love Blender. Photoshop I like. It's not as big a love affair as Blender is, though. That's scary. Okay. Well, I'm a 3D artist, so that makes more sense that I like Blender. And I can't afford Maya. Blender's got some awesome... Blender's pretty much awesome for everything. There's actually some 2.5 things you can do in Blender that are freaking amazing. I watched this guy do it, but I'm like, do I really want to learn a new way to use Blender? And I'm like, no. And I don't. So that looks cool. It's like a little bandy thing. Let's add it. So let's add my favorite blue texture again. Where am I? Lost in Photoshop again. Edit paste. And then okay, and then let's get rid of this bit. And pretty much I'm just making stuff busy. Because, yeah, I love Blender. I'm actually making a copy of my dog right now in Blender. Because she's getting older, like I've said. So I want to make like a copy of her. And then like program her into like be like a little dog I can have on my desktop. I have all these cool project ideas, but then never finish them, so take it with a grain of salt. My ADHD may kick in again. Where am I? Where am I? Okay. Okay. Right? If I can actually do it, that'll be amazing. I'll be so impressed with myself. I'm actually kind of planning this week to try to make a little kitty game. It has like a stand-in for when I'm doing my dog. I've taken like pictures of my dog from every angle. I'm going to basically texture her like this. And then like take some video of her and then like make her, you know, basically like a virtual version of my dog. That's what I want. So, let's see, we'll add this here. Restaurants. I've covered up all the gold now. I mean, I did so much work to get the gold. Now it's all gone. Merge down. Okay, that's probably safe now. Yes. Okay. You know, we actually could. No, I want a top, right? Yeah, probably. Edit texture. I've actually imported these into Blender, and oh my god. The amount of crap in here is amazing to me. Okay. It's not perfect yet, but that's starting to look kind of like what she looks like. It's probably going to take longer than I expected it to. It always takes longer than I expected to. Yep. Probably going to end there for tonight. Thank you for sitting with me, Critter Stew. Save the item. The file, save as, and then we're going to be very good with this. I've got to, probably should get back to my work. I don't want to, but my boss heard the words async and decided that everything should now be async, so I was using recursion. I've been telling them we're using recursion for 3 years. But they decided, like, 2 weeks before, they wanted everything async. Recursion wasn't good enough. So I had to rewrite all my code that I've been working on for 2 years using async. And, oh my god, it's been bad. I've got to deal with my boss. I'm like, I'll work from 10 to 8, but you have to let me do something for 2 hours or I'm going to, like, go insane. So this is my 2 for 2 hour things. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Today was like, they're really getting really antsy, and I was like, I had to rewrite an entire code base in like a month. What do you want? And the worst thing, it's for a bank. So it's not like I can just fix the code myself. I have to talk to my boss, who has to talk to other boss, and then they have to like check it and then upload it. So it's not like it's a fast process. Okay. That's all I can say about that, but it's unbelievably annoying. Okay. Well, you have a good night, okay, Critter Stew?